Another MTG Casual Commander Quickie.
Tyler again for MTG Casual Commander. Today we'll be doing a Quickie bundle with the Commander Legends Dungeons and Dragons. There's 8 set boosters in here, and let's get started. Ooh, right off the bat, you get that big Undercity card. Alright. Let's see here. I always like to see what the dice look like. That's a pretty cool dice. I am colorblind, so I couldn't tell you what colors they are, but...
And it's not a spin down dice.
Nope, that is an actual D20. I like those. Let's get rid of that there. These, I believe, are the lands. We'll open this one up, though. It has the Wand of Wonder. It is a artifact with a lot of text on it. This comes in every one, so I'm not going to read this one. But set that aside. And we'll start with our first set booster. Nice art card there. We'll get through the coffins. We got a Gone Gate, a Veteran Soldier, a Commander Liara Portier, a Raga Draga,
He's crazy.
Gorgut's Boss. It is each creature you control with a mana ability gets +2/+2. Whenever a creature you control with a mana ability attacks, untap it. Whenever you cast a spell, if at least 7 mana was spent to cast it, untap target creature. It gains +7/+7 and gains trample until the end of turn. It's a pretty sweet card. Inspiring Leader. Another 9 Fingers Keen. I opened one of those earlier in a draft booster. This one looks like the etched foil. It's Menace, Ward, Pay 9 life, and then whenever 9 Fingers Keen deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 9 cards of your library. You may put a gate card from among them onto the battlefield. And if you control 9 or more gates, put the rest into your hand. Otherwise, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Ooh, Asterian's Thirst. It's a instant. Exile target creature. Put X +1/+1 counters on the commander creature you control, where X is the power of the creature exiled this way. An instant exile creature in black. That's a pretty good card. And that's it. Alright, time for pack number 2. I always enjoyed set boosters over the draft boosters. Ooh, that's a nice art card. Alright, let's get through these. Alright. You got a Hammers of Moradin, a Zeri Monk, an OG the Exquisite Blade, another Wilson Refined Grizzly, Feywild Visitor, a Lulu Loyal Hollyphant, Wizards of Thay, Myriad. Instants and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. You may cast sorcery spells as though they had flash. A John Irenicus, Shattered One, a legendary creature elf wizard. At the beginning of your end step, target opponent gains control of up to 1 target creature you control. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on it, tap it. It is goaded for the rest of the game, and it gains. This creature can't be sacrificed. Whenever a creature you own but don't control attacks, I draw a card. Trailblazer's Torch and Hard Evidence. There's some good cards in that pack. Alright.
The guy that goes things for the rest of the game, even if he dies, they're still going.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Put some pretty good creatures in that deck that just do work. That's a really cool. Alright, Cone of Cold, Juvenile Mist Dragon, Sword Coast Sailor, Jad Jansen, Chaos Crafter, a legendary creature, gnome artificer. Haste, sacrifice an artifact creature, create 2 treasure tokens. Sacrifice a non-creature artifact, create 2 +1/+1 colorless construct artifact creature tokens.
That's an infinite combo waiting to happen.
That sounds like it. Ooh. The Robe of the Archmagi. Whenever an equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, draw that many cards. Equip 4, equip Shaman, Warlock, or Wizard 1. Ooh, that's not a bad card to have. And then another Undercity. There we go. We got 5 more of these. That's a cool art right there. Alright. Wilson, Refined Grizzly. Hardy Outlander. Banishment. Gate Colossus. Gut, True Soul Zealot. Cultist of the Absolute. Legendary enchantment background. Commander creatures you own get +3/+3 and have flying, death touch. And ward, pay 3 life. And at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. Ooh. Glunch the Bestower.
Ooh, group hug, jellyfish.
At the beginning of your end step, choose a player. They put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature they control. Choose a second player to draw a card, then choose a third player to create 2 treasure tokens. It has flying. Another Vexing Puzzle Box. That is an amazing card. When you roll 1 or more dice, put a number of charge counters on Vexing Puzzle Box equal to the result. Add 1 mana of any color, roll a d20. Remove 100 charge counters from Vexing Puzzle Box. Search your library for an artifact card and put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Fire Mimic and a Skeleton. Wow, this box has been pretty good today.
Wow, you got some good dupes too.
Alright. Alright. Yannick's Astral Hunter. Arcane Signet, always good to have. Viconia, Dro Apostate. Jahira, Friend of the Forest. Legendary Human Elf Druid. Tokens you control have tap, add a green mana. Choose a background. Veteran Soldier. Guild Artisan. Gale, Waterdeep Prodigy. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery from your hand, you may cast up to 1 target card of another type from your graveyard. If a spell cast from your graveyard this way would be put into the graveyard, exile it instead. Choose a background. It's a pretty good card. Occultist of the Absolute. A shining one. A legendary background. It's the second one of those I pulled. And another Undercity. Gotta show the art. It's always my favorite thing about the set boosters are the mark cards. Rilsa Rael Kingpin. Irenicus's Vile Duplication. Allura Merry Thief. A Mystery Key. Arinus Gloomstalker. Kaga Shadow Archdruid. Tomb of Horrors Adventurer. When Tomb of Horrors Adventurer enters the battlefield, you take the initiative. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it. If you've completed a dungeon, copy that spell twice instead. You may choose new targets for those copies. And the Shiny Thief tool with a treasure. I'm putting together a little treasure chest to bring with me to games with all my treasure tokens in it. So when I start making treasures, I can put them onto the treasure chest. I just thought maybe it would be different a little bit.
Hey, that'd be awesome.
There's a pretty sweet art card. Alright. Rescuer Chwinga. Inspiring Tinkerer. Guild Artisan. Swashbuckler Extraordinaire. Ball, Lord of Murder. As long as your life is less than or equal to half your starting life, Ball, Lord of Murder has Indestructible. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, put a +1/+1/+1 counter on target creature and goad it. Flaming Fist. Baby Lysaga, Night Witch. Baba Lysaga. Ooh. Sacrifice up to 3 permanents. If there were 3 or more card types among the sacrifice permanents, each opponent loses 3 life, you gain 3 life, and draw 3 cards.
Hello, Muldrotha.
Hello, Muldrotha. Well, if I had her during my last gameplay, things might have been a little different.
Oh yeah, you could have sacked everything if you wanted.
Whenever you attack, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap all attacking creatures. They gain first strike until the end of turn. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Choose a background. A Bane, Lord of Darkness. This is a really good pack.
Yeah.
As long as your life total is less than or equal to half the starting life total, Bane, Lord of Darkness is indestructible. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, target opponent may have you draw a card. If they don't, you may put a creature card with equal or lesser toughness from your hand onto the battlefield. I like that art. I like the shine to it. Then a Second Sunrise. This is off the list.
Nice.
Each player returns to play all artifact, creature, enchantment, and land cards that were put into his or her graveyard from play this turn. That's a pretty good card.
Wow.
That's one I've been trying to get my hands on for a while, Second Sunrise.
The 2 gods and a tiefling and this Second Sunrise, that's really good.
That was a really good pack. Oh, here we go. Here's an art card that's got the gold signature on it. That's a pretty sweet one right there. That's a Stone Speaker Crystal by Mark A. Nelson. Alright, we got Plains. Oh, I suppose we'll go through all these. No one cares about the comments. Dragon Cultist. Corlessa Scale Singer. Cloakwood Hermit. Saddle of the Cavalier. Val Candlekeep Researcher. Far Travel. Corlessa Scale Singer. That's a etch card there. Eldritch Pact. Target player draws X cards and loses X life, where X is the number of cards in their graveyard. That's a nice card. And then a Topaz Dragon. Another Undercity. Alright. That has been the Commander Legends Dungeons & Dragons bundle. Thank you for this, for watching. And hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Tyler for MTG Casual Commander. Have a good one.
Make sure you check out every single bit of our content on MTG Casual Commander. Wednesdays. Let the magic continue.